Hi, I'm Coach Red, and in this video, we are going to be talking about consequences and punishment. There is a difference, and I'm going to share that with you. First, I have a website, CoachRed1.com. There's a lot of blog posts and resources and information on parenting, relationships, and aging parents. So feel free to check all that out. And reach out to me if you have an idea for a video or you're interested in life coaching. I am in the Palm Beach County area and I work exclusively on Zoom. So if you're interested and you are somewhere in the United States, I am very happy to work with you. Actually, United States, Canada, anywhere in my general time zone, I'm open to working with you. So let's get to it. Consequences and punishment. First, I want to define them. Let's define consequences as to teach, to maintain accountability, and to maintain safety. Punishment is different. The goal of punishment is to shame, to make them feel guilty, to impose authority, or harm. The motivation behind a punishment comes from a place of emotion and a need to maintain control. Punishment needs to happen, but in my opinion, it's the form of consequence. You learn something. You've taught your child, for example, that something has to be different from what it is. A punishment is like, ooh, fear. If I do that again, I'm going to feel this pain, shame, guilt again. It's very different. A more sustainable way of getting your children to learn from their mistakes and not do them again from an internal motivation is to allow for consequences to happen. Sometimes the consequence is imposed by you, the parent. Sometimes the consequence is imposed naturally. It's a natural consequence. Because natural consequences teach lessons. So by behaving the way that you're behaving during dinner, you're choosing to sit away from us at dinner because you can't sit with us if you're behaving like that. It's immediate, it's consistent, and it's related to the infraction. If you are going to have them in jail and put them in their room or put them somewhere separate, give them an activity that is related to the infraction so that they learn from it, whether it's writing something out, whether it's cleaning something up, or doing something for the person that they insulted or that they yelled at. I don't know. There's so many different things that I would have to discuss it specifically with you to come up with an exact consequence for your exact situation. All right? So let's talk about natural and logical consequences of their behavior. Life isn't without consequences, and you want to teach your children that their behaviors have limits. Natural consequences. An example of that is they don't study, or they don't sleep before a test, they fail the test. You express empathy after and discuss new strategies. You don't have to punish them for that. They have a natural consequence for that. But now they have to sit with you and have a conversation on how they're going to either fix the test and go and get a lower grade or accept the grade as it is. That's a natural consequence. Logical consequence is ahead of the behavior. If you throw food, then you choose to sit in another area and clean it afterwards. And sometimes children don't care. All right, so I get to sit over there, but I'm still throwing food because they are tough kids. Then that child chooses to sit over there away from the family over and over and over until they are ready to do differently. It's frustrating for you, and eventually they will get tired of that behavior that separates them from everybody else. It may take a long time with some kids because they don't care, but eventually, if you're consistent, then they'll get the message. Discuss problem solving even after the problem occurred. So I wouldn't do this while the child is in an anger outburst or when they're crying. You wait for all of that to pass. And you wait for the anger outburst, the physical aggression, the acting out in class, the quitting jobs. And then you want to say, listen, things aren't quite working out for you. Let's discuss how we can avoid these things in the future. Let's discuss the power that you have inside, the control that you have over these things. Sometimes things happen that make us angry. Sometimes we get triggered. We need to teach our children how to avoid these in the future. That's our job. Encourage the people around you to be the best version of themselves. Encourage your kids to be the best versions of themselves. We are here to teach our children so that they become productive and happy adults. Think about your own childhood and the result of how your life played out. Is this how your parents were? Or were your parents not like that and that's why you're watching this video right now? I want you to think about that, and that will help you take your next step with natural and logical consequences with those around you. Thank you for watching. You can always check me out at CoachRed1.com for lots of blog posts and videos and other important information that you can use as a parent or in life. Please subscribe and click the notification button so that you never miss a video from Coach Red.